You say you want to be in the presence of kings and queens. You say you want to live the royal lifestyle that you were designed for. And if you want to do so, it's going to require that you put down your peasant brain. It's going to require that you detach yourself from the illusionary identification that you have placed upon yourself that has caused you to live totally opposite to your design. You were meant for peace, but you've been a warrior your whole life. You were meant for abundance, but you've been striving and in stride, just trying to survive since you've been on your own. Your life has not been the way it was designed to be. It has not gone in accordance with creation. You have created your own nightmare. You have imagined your own exile. You have walked away from the Father's house, where you are at home, where you feel safe and secure, and ideas flow, and those around you uplift you and build you up in your identity instead of tear down the parts of you that you need to learn to trust but can't, because you're constantly around people who are intimidated by your supernatural gifts. And rather than allow for you to know that this whisper on the inside of you that captivates you and directs what you say is something divine and something that you can trust, you be around so many people that be lying to you that you think that it's just you and another one of your weird imaginations, another one of your assumptions, another one of your opinions. But when it's your opinion, when it's your assumption, it's birthed in fear, illusion, loss, lack, separation, or some form of a lie. When it comes from the divine, it is always in accordance and in alignment with the truth. Duh. You cannot be who you are if you don't know who you were designed to be. If you don't know what your identity is and what it entails, then how could you ever operate as who you were created to be? You were created by the Creator to be an extension of the Creator, which makes you a creator. And if you stop and think for a minute and be honest with yourself, as you have projected your inner conversations onto other people, as you have projected your insecurities as the thoughts and ideas and concepts and shared conversations of other people in your absence or across the room that you see politicking and laughing, is that not what you have been doing? Using your ability, your power, your gift to create against yourself for your own destruction. Sabotage. But if somebody tells you that, you'll tell them they're flat out lie. Stone cold lie. Got you all kind of messed up. But what have you been doing? Things happened in your past. Things happened in your childhood. Things happened that you don't even remember how it felt. You just remember the narrative because you recited it, rehearsed it, practiced it, performed it so many times. You've benefited from the dysfunction that you've identified yourself by so much that you're afraid to let it go. For one, because you don't know how good your identity really is. And two, you're afraid that if you let go of the dysfunction that people have associated with you by out of guilt, shame, condemnation, social obligation, genetic entitlement, all of that falls away once you know where you came from, who you are, who you belong to, and what your purpose is. My relatives have a special place in my heart because I grew up with them. But as a man, as a extension of the Creator, I know that I am a part of the divine collective. So the same regard that I give my relatives, I give to those inside of the divine collective. And all are inside of the divine collective. So my mother gets no more regard than a woman passing on the street. And that's hard for us because we live by attachment, we live by associations, we live by social obligation and social pressures. We live by the status quo. We have been told that we are supposed to build a hierarchy inside of ourselves, and we are supposed to extend exclusive love to those who we are in special relationships with, as if it is possible to divide in proportion love, which is classified as love because it is whole. If it's not whole, it's not love. If it's not coming from a place of healed, it's not love. If I'm extending myself to you out of a brokenness, out of me thinking that I need you, out of me thinking that if I don't give myself to you in a particular way, you'll leave me and I'll be alone, that's not love. That's the opposite of love, which is not hate, it's fear. The opposite of love is fear. You cannot be protecting yourself from me and love me at the same time. You cannot give yourself to me freely and be trying to make sure that you're not going to get hurt. Trying to make sure that you're not going to get hurt is you loving you. And if you're already loving you, giving yourself freely to you, you can't love me. You don't have room. The two missions conflict. At some point, what you want and what I want is going to go two different directions, and you're going to have to make a decision. And when you do, we'll see who you love. And a lot of times when we get in these situations and people are made aware by our actions that what we've been saying is inaccurate, we get upset with them for pointing out that what we've said was not true, instead of getting upset with ourselves for moving in a way that does not align with what we have lied and told the people. Don't punish those around you for being transparent. Don't punish those around you for being truthful. Then people are gonna be under the impression that you need to be lied to, that you'd like to be lied to. And to be honest, you do like to be lied to. You need to be lied to because you need for people to say things that align with the lies that you've told yourself. Duh.